Friday nights. I'm Nola Pickering.
And I'm Iman Hussein.
And we thank you for joining us for another episode of Night View.
Attention juniors and seniors, visit Midtown's prom website using the QR shown to get more information on tickets, parking, attire, and more. If you have any questions, you can contact Ms. Dohan at the email given or by stopping by room E210. Ticket prices will increase to $75 on April 2nd. Prom will be here before you guys know it, so get to planning nights.
Attention seniors, you are eligible for an additional court at graduation rewarded by the CCC. To receive one, you must complete a spring one-on-one meeting by April 1st, complete your FAFSA by April 29th, and submit 3 college applications or fully commit to a college by May 6th. You can sign up for your senior one-on-one meeting using the QR code shown. Make sure to report your status on the mentioned requirements to the CCC to be eligible. You're almost there, seniors. The countdown to graduation has begun.
Night View will be right back after this break.
After months of hard work from the entire drama department, building sets, learning lines, hours and hours of rehearsal, and so much more, Midtown's spring musical, Mamma Mia, opened last night. The musical follows the story of Sophie Sheridan when she invites 3 men who could possibly be her father to her wedding, in hopes that one of them will walk her down the aisle. The musical will be performing throughout the weekend, with shows at 7 p.m. tonight and tomorrow, with a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday, and a 2 p.m. understudy matinee on Saturday. Tickets are available for purchase at midtowndrama.com.
Students, are you interested in serving in the Atlanta Board of Education and Superintendent Student Advisory Council? As a council member, you will be part of a group of 30 scholars chosen throughout APS to serve a term of 1 year. Chosen students will have the opportunity to gain a more insightful perspective of issues facing our district, and will have a hand in bringing about change and solutions through their leadership and service. Applications for the 2022-2023 Council are open now and will be accepted through March 31st at 11:59 p.m. Application review begins on April 1st, and chosen scholars will be notified by email on April 30th. Scan the QR code to learn more and to apply.
Registration for Midtown's Latin Con is now open. It is a 2-day celebration of all things ancient Rome. There are activities going from 7:30 a.m. to midnight each day. It will take place from April 23rd to the 24th at Camp Rock Eagle in Eatonton, Georgia. The cost is $100, and you can scan the shown QR code to pay using School Cash online. Registration will end 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, March 29th.
Attention seniors, service hours are due a week from today on Friday, April 1st. Make sure to fill out your community service logs and turn them into your school counselor as soon as possible.
The effects of the pandemic remain prevalent as Midtown's extracurricular groups continue to grow and rebuild. There is perhaps no better example than that of the Midtown JROTC and the hurdles that its champion military drill team has faced. Let's go to Nola with more.
The recent pandemic has left much of Midtown's extracurricular community wrestling to reach the heights of previous years. Virtual learning was, for some, highly disruptive for student training and progress in certain pathways. With the return to in-person learning this school year, Midtown JROTC and its students and teacher leadership is in the process of overcoming significant challenges due to major structural and staffing changes in the program.
So the way that ROTC has long been set up was very much focused on the seniors and the juniors sort of leading the freshmen and sophomores. And with the new class structure that sort of centered around like very individualized classes and has sort of separated them, we've definitely seen less of this cohesion. So I think that while it's a positive thing that people are able to get maybe more independent or individualized like experiences, it is definitely a loss for the program as a whole that we've lost that sort of interconnectedness with each other.
Personally, I've been working in the JRTC program for 8 months. Conversely, my partner in crime, Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, he's been working in JRTC for a total of 14 years, with roughly 7 here at Midtown Grady High School. And Sergeant First Class Hadley just recently started on here at Midtown in January, but she has a total of 3 years combined experience as a JRTC instructor. Within the Army, you're always placed in new situations and new environments, so it just came in immediately and just started gelling together. We kind of laid out who was going to take over what type of responsibilities, and we kind of shared those responsibilities and worked as an integral team, and we've been able to make it work actually very seamlessly.
Outside of classroom changes, the heart of the JROTC program lies in its extracurricular scene, particularly its champion military drill team, which performs routines of military drill commands in competition. Despite the adversity that JROTC faces, it remains a top team in the APS district, thanks greatly to the influence of its student leadership and team commitment.
The level of success has definitely been on par with previous years that we've been competing, taking home a lot of first place trophies, definitely representing the school. I think that we definitely have a chance at our upcoming state competition, but I think that we definitely will have to put in a lot of work. I'm very impressed with, even including the disruption of the pandemic from past years, I think we've definitely kept up our standard and we've kept up our level.
The drill team has actually been comprised of 100% student-led. We, as the instructors, we've taken a step back and allow the students to actually lead, which is the cornerstone and principles of JRTC. So it's been 100% led by the students, and they've been doing a masterful job.
I started learning how to drill just at the beginning of this year. I'd never really done it before. I'd done it a little bit in middle school, but it never really held together. So most of the stuff I learned at the beginning of the year. I started learning it in class, and then I joined the drill team and I started learning a lot more. For me, the three captains have really been especially helpful because they just know so much, and it's nice to have them there to help us out and to help us learn all this new stuff. So that's where I really started learning it.
Beyond the team's track record and serious demeanor surrounding competition, winning isn't the biggest reward that drillers receive. For them, it really is the lessons they've learned and the friends they've made along the way.
For me, being on this team means there's a certain sense of community. We feel we're all very good friends by now. Whenever we're hanging out in the room, we're just it's all very friendly. No one ever gets mad at each other for anything that anyone does wrong until competition season gets around. And I feel like we all work really well together, and that's for the meaning for me is just teamwork and all working together to try and get those trophies.
I think that when people think of drill, they think of competitive walking, which yes, it is, but at the same time, it's sort of a conglomeration of things that are useful in other facets of your life. Like, yes, it's just walking, but it's about discipline and it's about responsibility and it's about trusting the people around you and knowing that you can only succeed if you work as a team. And I think that both allows the cadets and the people involved to learn these skills and apply them elsewhere, and really creates a really tight-knit group because you have to rely on each other. This is not an event that any one person can do independently. And I think that because of that, it's worked really well at creating sort of bonds with people in the ROTC program.
So much has happened within the past few years to dishearten those at Midtown, but the spirits and dedication of our students and faculty continues to prevail. Keep up with the newest Night View episodes to see more on the inner workings of our community. The Midtown Math Club is holding a book drive for new and used AP, SAT, and ACT study books. You can earn 3 service hours per book, drop off books to Ms. Robinson in room C405. Donate today to help out a fellow Knight.
Midtown's Black Student Union is holding an Afro-April program, and all talents are welcome to audition on March 30th in the multi-purpose room at 3:45. DM at Midtown BSU on Instagram with any questions. They're looking for talents to showcase Black culture at Midtown.
The Midtown Athletic Booster Club is sponsoring a volunteer fundraising opportunity at Walden Athletic Complex's baseball and lacrosse games this spring. Students have the chance to receive volunteer hours and earn money for their team of choice. Scan the QR code shown on screen to sign up and make sure to indicate which sports team you'll be representing in the comments box. Volunteers are required to wear masks.
The Athletic Booster Club is additionally excited to announce that the application period for senior student athlete scholarships is open. 4 $1,500 scholarships will be awarded to Midtown student athletes, 2 male and 2 female in paying to attend a 2- or 4-year college in the fall of their freshman year. You can find the official application and instructions by scanning the shown QR code and navigating under the More tab in the Athletic Booster Club section. All applications must be completed and submitted to the email given on the screen by May 6th. Winners will be announced in May.
The weekend is hurtling towards us like a rattlesnake chasing a jackrabbit, Knights. Let's go to Nisha Ball with your weekend weather report.
Hello Midtown Knights, I'm Nisha Ball and I'm here with your weekend weather report. According to the Weather Channel, on Saturday we'll see a high of 62 degrees and a low of 37 degrees, and on Sunday we'll see a high of 62 degrees with a low of 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Have a great weekend.
I'm Finistella, and welcome to Sports Splash, episode 14. In tennis news, both girls and boys varsity took down Mayor Jackson last Thursday, 5-0. They'll play this upcoming Monday against Lakeside at home. In soccer news, girls and boys varsity traveled to Villa Rica last Friday, with both teams taking hard-fought wins. The girls won 7-0 and the boys won 2-0. They'll play tonight at Henderson Stadium against Lithia Springs for senior night. The girls play at 6 and the boys are going to play at 8. This past Monday, baseball played in a doubleheader against Lithia Springs. They took wins in both games, 10-3 in the first and 16-0 in the second. They'll play this upcoming Monday at Mayor Jackson. In lacrosse news, boys varsity took a nail-biter win, 6-5, this past Tuesday against Lakeside. This past weekend, boys varsity ultimate frisbee took down Grayson Decatur and Druid Hills in their round-robin tournament. Girls varsity took 2 wins and 1 loss. They'll play this weekend in the Terminus tournament. In cheer news, we're coming up on tryouts for the 2022-2023 school year. They'll be held this March for all squads. On March 28th to 29th, there will be cheer and dance clinics. March 30th, there will be timed running and stunting assessment for varsity football sidelines. And finally, tryouts on March 31st. Please scan the QR code to fill out for the interest form. Thanks for tuning in to Sports Splash. We look forward to seeing you next week. Go Knights!
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Night View.
You can find us at the Night View channel on YouTube, so subscribe to keep up with new episodes or revisit the ones you missed.
Stay safe and have a great weekend.